Addiction is a complex and often misunderstood condition, at times attributed to a lack of willpower or determination.
But further scientific research has developed the diagnosis substance use disorder, defined as a disease that the NIH says changes the structure of the brain and how it processes information.
Scans from the Recovery Research Institute show a healthy brain next to the brain of someone with methamphetamine use disorder. The red and yellow colors are associated with greater neurological activity, while blue and purple show decreased activity.
Experts say there's emerging evidence the brain can heal during sobriety. Here's the same brain with methamphetamine use disorder 14 months into recovery. Researchers say it closely compares with the healthy brain, showing a return of neurological function.
Now that we know addiction is a disease and that recovery is possible, we want to examine the process of taking one of the first steps towards sobriety.
For people who face severe substance abuse, that means overcoming the effects of withdrawal.
Some of the symptoms are nausea and vomiting, anxiety, insomnia, excess sweating, and muscle cramps.
The treatment centers that specialize in withdrawal management are called detoxification centers, or detox.
We found this critical treatment is in short supply in cities across the U.S.
One of those communities is Portland, Oregon, where state funding for detox centers is drying up.
Reporter Ezra Kaplan takes us to one facility that says it's ready to expand in order to help more people.
Fernando Marquez had an early introduction to the world of addiction.
Was introduced to methamphetamines at 15, and from there on I started using heavily right away.
He tried getting clean about a dozen times, but it never stuck. He says he was never really ready or willing.
What made you want to finally give it a real shot?
Okay, so I have 3 kids of my own. Because of the drug use, I spent more time out of my kids' life than I have in.
In early 2024, he came here to the detox at Recovery Works Northwest and has been sober since.
How important was that process of detox for you to get where you are today?
In order to get anywhere in life, I had to get off the drugs to get a different perspective of things.
In Portland, there are 130 detox beds, but that's only about a third of the capacity needed, according to a study commissioned by Governor Tina Kotek and the Oregon Health Authority.
So in that report, it states a dire need for beds across the continuum.
Joe Bezegi is the Director of Engagement for Recovery Works Northwest and helped open their detox in August 2023.
This is like a miniature hospital. We have 24/7 nursing staff. We have physicians on call 24/7. There's never a time when a registered nurse or licensed practicing nurse is not on our floors.
Bezegi says it took $1.1 million of state funding to get the doors open. It's the only detox in the Portland area that was started using funds from the law that decriminalized drug possession back in 2021. But as of January 2025, similar seed money that helped Recovery Works get off the ground is no longer available after funding changes at the state legislature. That's a problem for groups like Recovery Works Northwest that aim to expand facilities, but now struggle to secure financial backing.
If there's frustration that I sense right now, it's in how distributed all of these different funding sources are and lack of clarity on where a project like this can receive support without being pushed 2 years down the line.
Especially when the need is now. With a shortage of detox beds, those looking for help are left waiting in line. That's exactly what happened to Fernando.
Every place that I would call, it seemed like there would be a waiting list. It just kind of gets to a point to where you're like, why even try and continue to call around to see about getting into a place?
He persisted and now wants to become a recovery mentor to try and help others who are struggling in addiction.
So this is the longest you've had clean before?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. Besides right now, I think the most clean time I've ever had is 78 days.
And now you've got 7 months.
And now I got 7 months and 6 days.
It's a system facing years of bureaucratic delays, trying to provide help to those counting sobriety in months and days.
Northwest Recovery Works is a nonprofit detox center, which means it relies on government funding and donations alone.
According to the National Center for Drug Abuse Statistics, the most affordable detox treatment programs are available for just under $2,000. It estimates the average cost of total drug rehabilitation comes to $13,000 per person.